is healing your body right now. Ekoba, shatalolobokosha.
How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on a nigga's mind? Working and doing time. It's so cold in the deep. How the fuck
What's up, players? What's up, players? What's up, players? Had to remix that shit. I'ma remix that bitch every chance I get. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mack Lessons Radio Show. Glad to have everybody tuning into the show. Broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. Today is going to be a good show today. We're going to chop up some real good ass game today. Some real good ass game today. You guys are going to have to get your pens and paper on today's show because it's going to be a goddamn doozy. Today's show is brought to you by MackLessons.com. That's where you can get all your Mackin' needs. All the Mackin' specials, all that good stuff. And also, check out my new site, themackwithin.com. That's my site for all my players out there who want to do the one-on-one sessions, because I've been getting dozens of emails for cats wanting me to do the one-on-one sessions, the phone sessions that I used to do back in the day. I haven't done the phone sessions in a while. A lot of guys been like, man, we need to get you back doing the phone sessions, man. Help us out. So we're doing the one-on-one telephone sessions, the private sessions. So if you want a private telephone session, go to themackwithin.com and sign up for that. And don't forget the Get Your Game Right tour still popping. We're going to be in Los Angeles, for those who don't know, Thursday, October 23rd. And we're also going to be in Atlanta. It is confirmed. It is official. We're coming to Atlanta. All my ATL folks, I've been saying I'm coming down to Atlanta for the longest. So we're coming to Atlanta Wednesday, October 29th. We're going to be at the Hilton Atlanta. That's 255 Cortlandt Street, the Grand Ballroom A, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. Go to getyourgamerighttour.com to get your tickets now. Get your goddamn tickets now. Get them in advance before them shits get sold out. I know we're doing one at a school in Alabama, and that shit is almost sold out. Also, a lot of people have been asking, am I coming to their city? We're trying to decide what city we're going to hit up next. It's a toss-up between New York, Chicago, and Miami. It's going to be around the middle of October, so people email me. Hit me up on MySpace and let me know what city should I hit up. Whatever city gets the most responses, that's the one we're going to put on the schedule. So you can hit me up at kflexforlife@yahoo.com or go to myspace.com/Tariq_Nasheed and hit me up. It's a toss-up between New York, Chicago, and Miami. I know they're having hurricanes and shit down in Miami. And I want to send a shout out to everybody who survived the hurricane down there the other day. Hurricane Gustav, Augusto, Gerald, or something start with a G. But anyway, today's show we're going to chop up a good game. Today's show, I'm going to give you 5 safety tips for dating. That's going to be the topic of today's show, and I'm not going to take any calls today. I want to flow from the survival scrolls. Even though I love hearing from the listeners, I want to flow today from the survivor scrolls. Now, before I get into the topic for today, everybody's talking about the vice presidential pick from John McCain, Sarah Palin. That's the hot topic this whole weekend. Everybody's tripping on the vice president candidate that John McCain picked. He picked this bitch out of nowhere. They got this bitch off MySpace. And everybody's tripping about it, which is a good thing. I want them Republicans to keep on fucking up. I love it. They done got a goddamn soccer mom and try to make her the vice president. Ain't that a bitch? but I love it. And I digress. Now, there was a story that came out last week about the rapper Young Berg. Got robbed for his chain in Detroit. He had this so-called $70,000 chain, which means $15,000. They always put extras on it. But he had this Transformer chain that he would wear in his videos and on his album covers, and he got robbed in Detroit. And a lot of folks are talking about that, and that kind of ties into what I'm going to talk about on today's show. This whole thing, it's a whole thing now where rappers and ball players are getting robbed and jacked, and then dudes post up the jewelry and the watches and the shit that they stole on MySpace. That shit is corny. All that shit is corny. Right now, we're trying to get a black man up in this White House. Fuck the dumb shit. All that corny shit is nothing. You're not no big fly nigga because you stole another brother's chain. That shit is corny. I mean, this nigga rapped for his chain and you stole it. Don't post up shit like you just that nigga. You dusty. That's dusty nigga shit. It's corny. It's retroactive. Enough of it. It's not fly. We almost glamorize that bullshit and give niggas these reps for stealing somebody's chain. Nigga, wrap up on a chain, because at the end of the day, Young Bird can go get him another fucking chain. And at the end of the day, you still gonna be the dusty nigga in the hood doing whatever it takes to get a little bullshit rep. And that goes to a lot of you so-called stick-up kids, because there's a number of dudes who do that. That's like the new thing now, stealing from somebody and posting up on MySpace, and this shit is corny. It's corny for snitching on yourself, first of all. Now, your shit is gonna be hot. The hip-hop cops are gonna be looking at your dumb ass and everybody around you, so that's some real stupid, unfly, nonchalant bullshit. And on the flip side of it, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. All you rappers, stay your dumbasses up out of these hoods flossing. There's two sides to every, there's two coins. There's two sides of the coin. Because the rappers, they have to take responsibility for this too. A lot of you niggas have no street in you. See, rappers, that's why I don't really fuck with rappers like that. And a lot of rappers be wanting me to be in their videos and spit on their records. I don't do the shit. If I'm cool with you, we cool, whatever. But I know a lot, not all, but a lot of rappers on some fake shit. Wouldn't bust a fucking grape. No street in them. So a lot of these cats want to go up in all these neighborhoods that you don't know nothing about, trying to get your little street rep, and then some real niggas roll up on you and relieve you of your goods. So you got to be smarter than that, going in spots you don't know nothing about, fucking with niggas you don't really know, trying to be something you're not. A lot of you rappers went to Catholic school and you grew up in the suburbs and in the church choir. Don't put on a bandana and try to be Tupac now. There's nothing wrong with being from a good background. Fuck that little bullshit street cred. It's overrated. It's really overrated. But I digress. So like I said, on today's show, we're going to talk about 5 safety precautions you need for dating. I want to help keep you guys safe in the dating game. Because right now, a lot of brothers are getting set up. A lot of guys are dealing with the wrong women. And it's kind of dangerous to fuck with the wrong people in the dating scene right now. And this is kind of an extension of the show that I did a few weeks ago called Dangerous Black Women. And I'm not just singling out the sisters, because there's a lot of other people that you need to be safe around too. So we're going to get into it. So let's get into number 1 of 5 dating precautions, 5 safety dating precautions that you need to abide by. Rule number 1 for all my weed heads and drug users: Rule number one, don't get your drugs or don't get your weed from females and dudes you really don't know. A lot of times y'all meet a chick and she's like, yeah, you smoke? Oh, I got a friend who he got some shit he's holding, so we can go get some from him. That's a dangerous situation. Don't risk that. That's how dudes get set up. I know a lot of dudes who got set up like that. Which y'all know me. Anybody who listens to the show know that I'm very anti-weed. I hate the shit. Never smoked a fucking joint in my life. But you cats are gonna do what you're gonna do. And if you're gonna do some dumb shit like that, at least be safe about doing it. I know weed heads don't make the best judgment, but don't get yourself killed over no damn dime bag. And I know a lot of cats who hooked up with these women and they're like, oh, I know this dude. My homeboy, he got this and he got that. Oh, let's go drive me over to his spot. Then you get over there and these niggas are patting your fucking pockets down. And ain't shit you can really do about it because you at the weed spot. You going to buy weed. So you can't go to the cops and no shit like that. So watch who you get your narcotics from. Which you shouldn't be doing narcotics at all. But just watch who you're getting your shit from. And watch when women try to get you a drug hookup. That's not the business. Now, dating precaution number 2. If you meet a woman and she says she has a man, you run for the hills. Don't fuck with her. If a woman tells you she has a man, just charge her to the game. Right now, it's not worth getting in that situation. I got an email recently. Some of my listeners, they sent me an email telling me that Ace Monkey did a show talking about how to fuck another dude's chick or some shit like that. Which I'm surprised Ace Monkey is still doing the show. But but that's the dumbest shit you can tell anybody to do. You don't tell nobody how to get with another nigga's bitch, especially in this climate where niggas are getting set up and females are setting niggas up. No, that's the last thing you deal with in a woman. It's too dangerous to be on some scandalous shit right now. It's dangerous enough just being on some straightforward shit. Just trying to date somebody on some honest lovey-dovey shit. It's already dangerous to do that. So it's ultra dangerous to get into a scandalous situation already. You want to avoid that, period. There was a story down in Atlanta a few months ago. I talked about it on the show. This chick, she had a dude, and she went out to this club in Atlanta and met this other guy and told him, hey, I got a dude. He was trying to fuck with her anyway, and he got set up. And I think the chick went to jail. When a female tells you she has a man and she's still down to fuck with you, that says that she is scandalous. There's so many things you got to watch out with that, man. Number one, she's scandalous. That means she's capable of doing anything to anybody. Number two, you don't know the nigga she's dating. You don't know what's in this nigga's heart. You don't know what this nigga's mentality is. You don't know if he's spying on her. You don't know if he's doing surveillance on her. You don't know none of that shit. So you just avoid that bullshit. If she has a man, charge her to the game. It ain't worth it. 8 billion women out here. You'll get one. Now, number 3 of safety precautions you need for the dating game. And I always talk about this on all the shows. Fellas, especially my gentlemen, my brothers who have money, stop fucking with hood rats. Don't deal with hood rats at all. And dealing with hood rats is a very tricky situation because in our community, in the black community, it's hard to differentiate between the top-notch women and the hood rats. Because, see, in the white community, they live by the rules of 6 degrees of separation. And for those who don't know the concept and the theory of 6 degrees of separation, every 6 people, every person on earth, we're connected through 6 people. For example, if I met Steve Harvey Steve Harvey knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows me. Or if you met some bitch in Alaska somewhere, somebody she knows somebody I know somebody. It goes like that. So we're connected through at least 3 people. In many cases, less than that. But at least 6 people we're somehow connected. They know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that we know. Now, in the white community, white folks keep that 6 degrees far apart. They stay disconnected personally from undesirables. Like a white person or a white female, she might have a hillbilly trailer park cousin, but she don't associate with that motherfucker. Those 6 degrees are right there. They're definitely disconnected from their hillbilly cousins. They almost disown them. They don't even acknowledge them. But in our community, there's like 1 degree of separation between poverty and prosperity. So you might meet a middle class black family. They'll have direct ties to some motherfuckers in the projects. Or you might meet a top-notch female who has a hood rat ass friend. Or a hood rat ass cousin that they still associate with. Which, sisters, y'all have to cut that shit out. You have to charge your hood rat relatives and your hood rat homegirls to the game. Because that makes your shit look whack. I'm telling you, no matter how fly you are, if you have a friend, and a lot of you do, if you have a friend who's a goddamn hood rat, that throws your whole shit off. I was at a club in LA about 6 years ago, and I met this real cute chick at a club called The Gate over in Beverly Hills. Cute little red bone, cute, cool as hell, nice conversation. We're sitting up chopping up game. We chopped up game for like an hour. We're just chilling over in the VIP, just chopping it up. And she told me she was there with some of her friends, but I didn't notice her friends. They were out and about doing their thing. And one of her friends came up to us. It was some old chubby hood rat chick. And the hood rat was like, "Hey girl, tell him to buy us some drinks." I'm like, I cussed this broad out. I cussed that hood rat out. We were literally arguing in the club. I'm like, bitch, don't step to me like that. Or fuck you talking to? That's when I was hardcore with the game then. And y'all think I'm playing. I'm going to get some of my partners, a lot of my partners with me who can testify to this shit. I'm not making this shit. I cuss that motherfucker smooth out. Don't ask me to buy a drink. To me, that's a diss. Especially, I'm not even hollering at you. And you ain't fly. I've never bought a girl a drink in a club in my life. And if somebody asks me that, that's like offensive to me. Yeah, ask any of my friends. They'll tell you that shit. But anyway, I'm arguing with this hood rat. So then I look at the chick that I was talking to, and she's kind of embarrassed. She's like, "I'm so sorry. You know, my homegirls, they be tripping. You know, I'm real sorry." And I'm like looking at her like, "You whack. Give me your phone. Delete my number from your phone." I gave her my number. I don't want. If you connected with these hood rats, I'm cool on you. I didn't even look at her the same. And that's the way it is, ladies, with a lot of dudes who have some shit going on for themselves. They look at you and your friends. A lot of you sisters might be on some top-notch shit, but you're connected to a rat. So you have to disconnect yourself from that. I don't give a shit if it's your cousin or your homegirl you grew up with or your hairdresser. Fuck them. Because like they say, you are your friends. Now, let's get back to the list. Number 4 of safety precautions you need in the dating game. From the fellas, if you meet a female and she invites you to an event and you just met her, don't go. And a lot of fellas know what I'm talking about. You ever meet a woman, you just met her, you probably hit it a few times. In many cases, you haven't even hit it yet. And these females are like, "Hey, there's this party that my friends are having. I want you to go." Or they'll say some shit like, "There's this club that's jumping off. I want you to go." Now that sounds real innocent and it sounds real cool. It sounds like on the outside, well, damn, I'm feeling you, nigga. Let's go to this spot so we can hang out together. But that's not what they're saying, because when you go to these spots, they're not really trying to kick it like that. It's some old general shit that they're trying to invite you to. Especially when a girl is having a birthday party. If you just meet a female and she's like, hey, why don't you come join me at my birthday party? In your mind, you're like, damn, she wants me as her date at her birthday party. But what happens when you get there, it's you and a whole bunch of other thirsty niggas who's trying to hit that at the party. And she's walking around mingling with everybody. She's not inviting you there to be her date. She's inviting you there to be her audience so she can get attention and have a whole bunch of niggas there so she can brag to her friends, hey girl, look at all these niggas that came to my party. Women do shit like that. The women out there who's listening, they know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. And that's dangerous to a certain degree. And I've heard several of my listeners email me with stories like this. A woman invited them to a spot or to a club or somewhere, and the woman was kind of acting funny. Women do shit like that. There was 2 things that happened to make me learn this rule years ago. And again, when I tell y'all this shit, I lived it. I've experienced this stuff, so I'm telling you stuff from experience. Years ago, I mean, this one chick, and I ain't never hit it yet, but she was a real cute chick. We kicking it here and there, but I ain't never hit it yet. And she was like, yeah, I'm having a birthday party at my house. Why don't you come over to my birthday party and kick it with me? I'm like, cool. I'll do that. And I'm young and inexperienced in the game, but I go over there. I go to her crib. And I'm thinking, I might be her date for the night or whatever. I went to her crib. It's the Million Man March in that motherfucker. It was the sausage fest in that son of a bitch. It was a bunch of niggas in there and about 4 girls. Bunch of niggas trying to get at her. One nigga I knew, one of my homies. I'm like, what you doing here? Like, what you doing here, nigga? And me and the homie, we sat down and he broke it down. I'm like, she made it seem like, she wanted him to come as the date. So she had a whole bunch of niggas come up there. And I'm like, okay. Chop that one up to experience. Chop that one up to experience. Then another incident happened where this one female, she was like, let's go to this new club. And I was banging this broad, so I'd hit it a few times and we were cool. She was like, yeah, nigga, we've been out to dinner and all that stuff. And she was like, yeah, there's this new club. Let's go to this new club. And in my mind, I'm not questioning why does she want me to go to this particular club. There's a million clubs in LA, but why this particular club? So we go to this club. It's in the valley, some little kind of hole in the wall ass club in the valley. And she knew everybody in that motherfucker. All the girls, different dudes and all that. So I ain't really tripping. I'm like, all right, these are people's shit. And then it was one dude she was talking to for a little bit too long. It was some dude off in the corner she was talking to, and it looked like they were kind of arguing. I'm sitting over on the other side of the club. And the music is loud, so you don't know what's being said or what's really going on, but I'm just studying body language. And I'm in a new environment and I don't really know what's popping, so I'm extra precautious. So they over here look like they're arguing, and then when the music goes down a little bit, I hear this nigga say, who is that nigga? Oh, ain't this a bitch? So obviously it dawned on me that this is some nigga that she used to be fucking with or whatever, and she done brought me up in there to make this nigga jealous or whatever. So I just bounce. Chop that up to the game. Learn from experience. So from that point on, I know never, ever, ever go to an event that a woman invites you to and she really doesn't know you like that, if that's not your lady. Unless you are a couple or about to be a couple, you're in a real relationship, women don't really invite you to certain spots around their friends and their families unless they look at you as being a potential romantic link. So don't go. And I've told my friends this rule. I had another friend. He was like, yo, man, I met this chick Flex, and she's having a birthday party. She wants me to go to the party. I said, player, don't go to this party, dude. He's like, no, man, she's hella cool. I said, man, don't go to the party. This was a couple of years ago. I said, player, don't go to that party. He said, no, man, because I'm going to hit that, and, you know, she's cool. This nigga went to the party. What happened? It was the Million Man March. She had a whole bunch of niggas that she invited, and she was kind of giving my boy the cold shoulder. And he came home. He's like, damn, Flex, you right, man. So that's some real shit, fellas. Don't go to events that women invite you to and you really don't know them. Now, my players. Number 5, the fifth and final rule. Safety precautions you need when it comes to dating. Fellas, you never let a female bring her homegirl on a date. If you go on a date with a woman and she wants to bring her homegirl, drop her motherfucking ass off back at the projects, back at the trailer park, back at the condo, wherever you picked her ass up at. Because when a woman wants to bring her friend on a date, what she's saying is that she's not really interested and they have some type of ulterior motive. And you don't want to know what the motive is. Maybe they just trying to hustle up on a free meal. Maybe they trying to set you up, but it's not up to you to find out. Just charge her ass to the game. Because if she's trying to bring her friend, she's bringing her own cock blocker. And many times when they bring their friend, not many times, about 110% of the time, these women have a goddamn boyfriend. And I've talked about that on the show before. When she wants to bring her friend, in many cases, she has a dude already. And she can go on a date with you and justify it in her mind so she won't have to lie to her dude. She can say with a straight face, hey, if her dude says, hey, where did you go last night? Oh, I went to dinner with Quita and some friends. So when they put the homegirl in there, it's not that bad. It's not really cheating. They didn't do anything scandalous. You see the little psychological bullshit games that some of these women, they play? Again, when they insist on bringing their friend, they got a boyfriend, homie. They have a dude at home 110% of the time. So don't waste your time with her and her homegirl. Don't ever go on a date with a girl and her homegirl, ever. If her homegirl hops in the car, because sometimes they'll try to do the surprise shit on you. You sure to pick a girl up, then two of them come out the house like, who the fuck is this bitch? Is this bitch your translator? Do you speak Spanish? Who is this? Who the hell is this? Oh, that's my friend. She wants to come too. No. If they put you on the spot, it's no. It's better to just charge them to the game now than go on some long bullshit date. Nothing is going to materialize. You're uncomfortable. They're plotting God knows what. Don't waste your time. They're trying to hustle you out of free meal, out of free drinks. Don't waste your time, fellas. Anyway, that's been today's episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. I hope you guys wrote down the rules of the game. Hope you guys learned a lot of the good game. Don't forget to check out themackwithin.com. Check out getyourgamerighttour.com. Check out macklessons.com. Check out unitedplayersofamerica.com. There's a lot of .coms you motherfuckers need to check out. And don't forget, y'all, holla at me. Let me know what city y'all want me to hit up on the tour. I'ma holla. Peace.